Greetings Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or any of these aspects in Vedic sidereal. We have Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha playing on the shuffle. So some mantras would be very important for you guys to practice in the month of March. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha is the mantra of Ganesha, and Ganesha is the remover of obstacles. Oh, I'm not wearing her right now. She's right here. I was wearing her yesterday. And I have her in a malachite from the big island of Hawaii. She was given to me after my first yoga training in 2014. Some side frivolous information on me. Anywho, this was really one of my first most powerful stones to work with. I did notice that whenever situations made me heated, then my Western zodiac fire would come through and really burn things up. But at the same time, when I was really compassionate, when I found a feeling of what it meant to be really grateful for the presence that something has had in my life, for the lessons something has taught me, then equally it has amplified the effects of that gratitude and has come back and has shown me some of just the most incredible things. And my friend TJ made the little cage slash halo for her. So anywho, malachite would be a powerful stone for you guys to work with in general as an amplifier. Mantras are going to be powerful for you. Ganesha is the remover of obstacles, so bad spirits dare not enter the minds or the homes of people who are devotees to Ganesha and honor Ganesha. So if that is something new to you, then you know, you may want to just get curious about what that looks like for you. I knew there's another rune on the table. Okay, I've been switching up, starting with the runes or the tarot. We're going to start the tarot with you guys. We're going to start the tarot. What does Aquarius have? All right, right off the bat, I see the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. So just for a couple of you guys, this will be a reading on balancing relationship. I just saw the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles could be, I'm hearing of a Virgo. For someone, one of my Aquariuses is dealing with a Virgo. As you guys saw me just like completely slice and dice, and then I was like, yep, this is it, and then she comes up again. So right off the heart of the reading, definitely some of my Aquariuses are dealing with an earth sign. Some of you guys specifically a Virgo, others it will be, you know, a Capricorn or a Taurus or someone who has these aspects in their ascendant or in their Venus. I'm feeling very strongly because Venus, the planet of love and the planet of romance and feminine. Okay, so we have strength, and it did come out straight sideways. Like it literally cut sideways in the deck. So you guys are, if for some of my Aquariuses who are dealing with a Leo, you're on the board, on the fence with this Leo. For some of my Aquariuses, this is within yourself. You are having a hard time deciding if you need the strength to, this is the catch. You either need the strength to endure a situation, to endure working out a relationship, or you need the strength to leave it. So it's like, you need the proper strength to do either. And what's funny is when you arrive at a place, you'll know the strength, the tool that you need to use. It's like you have all these tools, and you have two tools. And one of the tools, again, will make this work again, and it's going to be like bound for life. And the other tool will actually banish this from the kingdom forever once more. And it's so like, how do I know which tool to use? Because they both work equally powerfully. They're both solid tools. I've done all of my life lessons up to this point to earn these tools, and God only gives me tools that I'm meant to use. So which tool do I use? Do I have the strength to endure something, or do I have the strength to walk away? So I was hearing this the other day. God will either show me the path before me or the top of the mountain, but never both. Or spirit. Just for all intents and purposes, it's just easier to just simplify it for the sake of relatability, to just say God, spirit, source. If you don't believe in any of that, then put in, you know, whatever it is you do believe in, or this, that, the other. So again, all you need is some kind of inspiration to keep moving forward. Either see the mountain peak in the distance, or all you can see is what path right in front of you, but you can't see where it's going to end up. As long as you can move forward at all, if you can make a forward motion, then make. So this is absolutely an inch by inch, step by step. This is called walking by faith, Aquarius. Ace of Swords is what's crossing you. So some of you guys are wanting to have the strength to communicate. Some of you guys are wanting to have the strength to not communicate to someone. And this is making like an equal sign. So it's like, you want to make something equal. Someone wants to make something equal by speaking to this other person. But because the other person isn't speaking, you're also being equal because you guys are both eagles. So yeah, eagles are, I do see a little bit of like pride and stoicism with the eagle. A little bit of a, you know, egomaniacal kind of thing at times, just at times. Like, think of how an eagle looks. Eagles are just like, really? I'm the eagle. I'm the bird of the sky. I'm the best. I'm the best. I know I'm the best. But, okay, anywho, I love you guys. I do love Aquarius. It's just, you know, they're really sharp. They're really sharp. And especially with the Ace of Swords, with the clarity above the clouds, it's like, this is above the clouds. This is, you know, it's on a whole different level. Your connection with this person is very mental. And it has definitely made both of you guys extremely strong. But if you look at the Strength card too, this is very much about charming. So you could charm this person, or this person could be really charming for you, charming to you. But yeah, it's like, because they're not communicating, you're being equal and you're not communicating either. So it's like you guys are mirroring each other. Two of Cups was in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Queen of Swords is your subconscious energy. I like this. So you're sitting in your feminine, you're being receptive, yep, because Ace of Swords, you're not communicating yet, but you're thinking about it. You have the blades ready, the weapon is prepared, the tool set is ready. You don't know which of these blades, you don't know which tool you're going to use yet, Aquarius, but you're thinking about it. And the Queen of Swords, we notice she does have the higher light beaming in from her crown. So your higher chakras, Aquarius, are indeed online. They are tapped in, and they are definitely charming. I'm seeing like some are kind of hypnotizing these other cats out here. Aquarius, be careful what you are attracting. For some of you, you know, it's beautiful that you are stepping into this place of power and clarity, but as you do that, you will be magnetic to a whole new crowd. So kind of blending in is going to be a safety precaution for some of my Aquariuses, to blend in. Blend in. Page of Pentacles in reverse, followed by the Tower upright. So yep, Three of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, someone is not communicating, and then Chariot upright. So someone's not communicating because they're not communicating. This Tower here is here. It's crumbling down. That Page of Pentacles in reverse. Like, there can be no foundation laid. Because of that, Chariot, you're forced to leave the situation. Three of Pentacles. The person does not want to work on it anymore. Your crown, Aquarius, is Five of Wands in reverse. You no longer want to have passionate fighting towards this. This thing upgraded you a lot, but you're over it. It's because Nine of Swords is your past energy. It has worn you down. It has made you have every nightmare. It's made you an insomniac. It's made you obsessed with coffee. You're addicted to caffeine. You don't sleep at night, and you have these crazy dreams and crazy thoughts. And all of those things are with yourself. Like, overusing caffeine, overusing, you know, whatever it is that you're overindulging in, whatever, like overwatching that TV show, snacking extra, you know, you're doing all these things to avoid this feeling, to try and run away from these nightmares that this person, this situation has caused you. So you're like having this strength to move past this, but also having the strength to hold your tongue, Ace of Swords, and to make sure when you do speak, you're balanced here from the Queen of Swords perspective. You're speaking in a non-emotional way. You've made a head-over-heart decision because you're being practical, because it's been so much time or something has occurred for so long in this dynamic that you're like, all right, I used to be the Queen of Cups for you. I used to be the Queen of Wands for you. I used to be your Queen of Pentacles and make a sandwich for you, and I liked cleaning for you. But now I'm the Queen of Swords with you because you have overstayed your welcome. I see, you know, like, it hasn't been reciprocal for too long. You haven't stepped up as the king. I'm a queen, so I don't give people chances after so many times I see my worth, I snip you, I walk away. Also, this situation, if you're not getting your worth in a work situation, I'm feeling for a lot of my Aquariuses, this is having the strength to, again, like, own your worth. Don't have imposter syndrome. That's for someone, an Aquarius. Like, you have an imposter syndrome, and you need to not have that imposter syndrome because you are magnetic. People do love what you have to say. Like, when you speak, people listen, and you have this magic about you because you're supposed to do this. But it's like the same magic that fuels you and inspires you to keep going, Aquarius, is the same magic that, like, keeps you up at night and overthinking and being anxious, doing something, a lot of meditation, bubble baths, salt baths, get barefoot, do some mantras. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Remove those swords, those anxious little spokes, because you don't want to use. We have Wake Up by Travis Scott. I don't want to wake up. So yeah, for some of my Aquariuses, yeah, you very well don't want to wake up from this situation. Maybe it's like a push-pull. But that's what the Five of Wands is. He's just fighting with himself. And so this other person, even though it appears like you're fighting with this person, I got news for you. You're not, because they're just a mirror of you. So they're just you fighting you. You interacting with this person and spending 2 hours of your day texting and being in this like kind of energy, or, you know, getting a message from someone and having that feeling like, I just don't want to deal with this, or this is so frustrating. It's only affecting you, Aquarius, until you cut it out. Have the strength to walk away and communicate, put a boundary. I like this. Your future energy is King of Pentacles. Now we did have the Queen of Pentacles pop out, 3 times at the beginning shuffle. So that is the divine pair there. You want to offer someone stability. You want to have, you know, the home, picket fence, the kids. You want that, but you aren't going to give it for just anyone. You are holding out for this guy, King of Pentacles. Also, business looks good here because, again, we have Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, so it could be communication coming in from this King of Pentacles. Could be, I'm feeling a Capricorn, but also could be Taurus or Virgo. King of Pentacles also could be any other sign. He might have, you know, he probably has Earth in his chart somewhere. Maybe in Jupiter, in his planet of expansion. He's very grounded in the way he expands, and he expands businesses in a very grounded way. Maybe, you know, could be his, I'm not feeling Venus. Could be a moon or ascendant of an earth sign. Green and gold are going to be powerful colors for you, for those who like color therapy. Kelly green will be a really good color for you guys during this springtime. Knight of Swords is your energy on your path. So once you get this, oh, Five of Wands was in reverse though as your crown, because you're over it. You're over it. You realize, right when you realize, oh, wow, like if I added up, have you guys ever done this? Okay. When I was ending a relationship, I went Sunday to Sunday, and I went through my phone how many hours. It was like every day I'd get a text from him like 7:30 something stuff when he wakes up, and then we'd end up texting until like noon. And from like 7 to noon, my day would just be like sludge. It's like everything that I was doing in between, I was like, ugh, it's just heavy, it just sucked. And then after that time, as soon as I was able, because noon is usually when I was like, no, you know what, I'm going to Rafiki that ish. I'm going to be like, no, boom, done, I banish you. And once I pulled the Rafiki, then I would, from noon to midnight, I'd be walking around like this, King of Pentacles. And I would add up those hours and then see at the end of the week, like 21 hours, this like 21 hours each week on a minimum of spending like arguing with someone. 21 hours is almost a full day, and that's like on a week. So how many times did we reconcile, did we get back together just to break up? If you guys could see, like this is what would make breakups so easy for people. If you could just see how many hours you have spent fighting with that person through text, how many hours, if you could see how many, like your phone logs, how many phone conversations that you guys have spent fighting, how many hours long of fighting there, and how many times in person you guys spent fighting, if you saw how many days, weeks, months that you've lost to this relationship, all for what? Just the same, even if the equivalent is right in good times together, you shouldn't have that much time. Like, it really shouldn't be that much time. Your divine counterpart is going to be someone that you can cut it to them straight. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't make this up. Aquarius, she won't go away. This is the 4th time she came through. And guess what position she's in? This is in your environment. Spirit, you are being funny today. Capricorn's reading was like this too. Like, literally, I would say the card, I would say every card, and then I would shuffle, and the card would literally just be like, hey, Valerie. Hey, what's up? I was talking to people the other day. I was like, you know, people who think animals and stuff don't have personalities, like don't have individual personalities and souls, are just so naive. And now I'm at this place as a reader that I'm like, people who think anything doesn't have a consciousness are so naive. I'm like, even my shoes have like a personality to them. And like each of these cards and each of these decks like are screaming. But literally, she was like, hello, hey Valerie, hello, I'm right here, honey. And so Queen of Pentacles, and what do we have? The King and Queen of Pentacles right there, Aquarius. We have a grounded, stable couple. You are entering in as the king. You might be, even if you're the woman, Aquarius, you might just have a more assertive personality. You in a past life could have been the king to this guy. And in a past life, the guy that you are actually going to be with was a woman. And this lifetime, you know, switched roles. Flip it over, flip it and reverse it. Do my thing. Okay, yeah. Anywho, so this person is tapped in online too. Now, because you're the Queen of Swords, subconsciously, I do feel like even though you guys aren't communicating right now, subconsciously, your higher selves are definitely communicating here. I mean, definitely. And you guys are communicating in almost like a truce, because it's queens. So kings are going to be like diplomatic and like kind of, you know, ruffle their feathers and be a little like, you know, this is my proposition, whereas queens are going to be like, let's go for a walk in the garden and drink tea and talk about our differences. You know, it's like you're astrally, you guys are doing that, and because of that, it's actually drawing you two toward each other. But it's also drawing you towards stability, because the queens have more of like a nurturing energy, especially because they have the Queen of Pentacles energy. They're actually they're astrally inspiring you into this King of Pentacles, into this place of foundation. Like, you are creating this foundation because you're connecting with this person on the astral. Hopes, dreams, and fears is 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Someone here is quiet because you guys have done this before, and it was a divorce. You guys have completely cut off. It was a relationship that was like a soul marriage. You guys didn't actually get married like here, this life, like technically married, but on a soul level, on a spirit level, you guys got married. You guys were married. On soul contracts and soul marriages don't need a paper. You don't have to go to a courthouse to have married someone in the spirit realms. That's why we have to be really careful and conscious who we partake in intimate acts with and really give our heart and our love to, because you bind to that person, you marry them spiritually, and then you're assigned all their karma. So it's like someone's worried, we already did this, it didn't work. I can't fulfill them, they can't fulfill me. It's just an empty situation. It's not going to work out here. Someone's like, I'm not going back because, but they at the same time, like, they're the only person who has the key to my heart. And my heart's been locked up. My love's locked up. I got these roses, I have these flowers. It's all I've left, these flowers to remind me of this person. Anything that's beautiful. You know, this person makes me like flowers. I don't even like flowers, but like, this person made me like flowers because they tickled something in me. I never saw the whole life of being the husband and wife and the kids, and I never saw that. I didn't want that. I didn't want that kind of stability, but this person made me want that stability, Valerie. Why? How? How did they do that? I'm an Aquarius. I'm known to be, you know, kind of detached in this. No, Aquarius, for as much as you can detach, you can do the exact opposite and really, really create solid stability here. Duality is the nature of this reality, Aquarius. So for the ability that you have to cut off from something is actually the amount that you have the ability to really connect. So when Aquarius opens their heart and when Aquarius really finds the connection and they find someone who respects Aquarius for all of their weirdness, then Five of Cups reversed. It's no longer this emotional needs not being met. Emotional needs aren't maybe being met, but it's a challenge. It's a challenge because there's a 10 here. You guys have already come through a completion of something, so you don't know if you should go back. That's why the strength and everything, it's an equal sign. It's like, well, I only want to go back if it's going to be equal partnership, and it wasn't before. And if I'm supposed to be smart and know that behavior and habits are what people are going to do, but if I'm also smart and I know that people can change, Six of Cups, this person's a soulmate from a past life, Valerie. I know, and you guys were different genders that time because our fetch, our spirit is genderless. And so every time we incarnate into different genders, the gender's really not really significant to what the mission is. Five of Pentacles in reverse. You know, it's funny, when I saw the Five of Cups in reverse, I saw that too. So 5-5, so this is radical changes. Radical changes. Someone is done with their insecurity. Insecurity is what led to this. Guilt and shame, not feeling emotionally met or seen. So someone didn't feel safe and someone feels really insecure. So these are like deep root childhood wounds. Notice both of these women just look like utter children. So this is like you guys, yeah, you stimulated really deep self-worth questions within one another, like really deep, Aquarius. And it's perfect because you guys triggered each other. And we have, oh, you do have 5-5-5 because the 5 of Wands. So yeah, we have 5-5-5 here. 5-5-5, which is 16, which is, isn't that the double? 15, which is 6. But 6 is actually a number of harmony. Ride with spirit unbroken. I have been with you, my wild one, throughout every challenge to your free spirit, encouraging you to rise and believing in you. When you were ashamed, denied, judged, and ridiculed, I was there with you. I went through it all, right along with you. I knew that the time would come when you'd be ready to rise above. What do we see in both of these cards, Aquarius? We see the light behind her here. It's emanating. We see the glow. We see the sun, the light up here. Both of these cards were in reverse, by the way. So, it's over. The time of living in the gutter is over, Aquarius. I knew that the time would come when you would be ready to rise above all of those experiences, Aquarius, of not feeling good enough, of being triggered, of abandonment wounds, of betrayal, of shame, of all of it. Now's the time to let your wild heart be free. Now is the time, Aquarius. The call of the wild, divine wildness, requires openness to all of who we are, rather than just the parts that seem proper, appropriate, socially acceptable, controlled, or tamed. Then we gain access to our instincts, Aquarius. Our bodily intuition. Getting embodied is going to be everything for you, Aquarius. So working out will be powerful for you. Tai Chi, any energy movement, Kundalini, dancing, getting in the body, doing any sort of sports. Trust what you feel at that deeper level, and then you can respond to all the messages with wisdom. Your bodily intuition is the knowing without knowing. This is knowing without knowing. Knowing without knowing, because it's just a natural knowingness. Look for my signs. I've been speaking to you through signs in the world and feelings in your heart. Can you hear my reassuring voice? When you ask me for a sign, I give it. Notice what is happening in the world around you. Take comfort and believe in yourself, Aquarius. Play to create as I spit everywhere. Do you dream of more happiness while being in love, Aquarius? That is a high-frequency dream. High-frequency dreams become our reality when we align ourselves with a matching frequency. There is a way to rise. There is a way to rise that frequency, Aquarius. There is a way to raise your frequency, Aquarius, to become more magnetic to opportunities, to the right people, the solutions, and helpful guidance, to bring your new dreams to life. For now, let go of all the struggle and embrace the way of play. So, Aquarius, the more you play, the more that you connect to your inner child. I do see like passing off a check here. So this is kind of like spending. Oh, moved by the call. Wild love of my own soul, I call upon you. I trust in the process of letting go in the wild loving life, calling me to my divine destiny. I trust in my fearless spirit. Woo, you guys got so many. Going on a journey. Some of you guys are traveling long distance because we see another one. I was going to say another cow, another like buffalo, water buffalo. Oh, everyone's got a water buffalo. Yours is fast, but mine is slow. Oh, where do we get them? I don't know, but everybody's got a water buffalo. Ooh. VeggieTales, anyone? Okay, so everyone does not have a water buffalo. People are going to come in here saying, where's my water buffalo? Why don't I have a water buffalo? Enjoy your water buffalo, Aquarius. Okay, so we also have like train. Oh my gosh. So yeah, there's a train here. He's at the train station. He's handing money to get on the train. So someone's definitely traveling here. Traveling here because someone's in the distance again. And we have a river that is moving, you know, the river of life, like the circle of life, but the river of life. We've got mountains and we have the sun rising. Over here, it's definitely a sunrise. So the sun is coming towards you. It's just off in the future. You feel like you're in this barren land right now, but there's this dove / owl. It's a mixture of both, but it's dove and owl. You're warm enough. You've got red and blue, so you're using your throat, you're speaking, and you're really rooting in this space of vastness. And the call. All right, let's see what your runes say. I want you to talk to me, baby. You're a prissy little missy, baby. I got one nut for... Okay, so with that Page of Wands, some of you guys watch out because this person is coming back just to try and hook up with you, and they're going to act like a King of Pentacles, but they're just going to confuse you, and then you're going to, you know, they did this to you before. They're the ones who made you the Five of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. You've reversed all of those energies anymore, so you're not you're not taking their games anymore. You're not buying their shit anymore, okay? Like three times a charm to cut this one go. Cut it out, okay? You're being definitely told to cut someone out. People come into our lives for seasons and reasons, Aquarius. If this person is meant to come back, they need to come back in an entirely different season. At least 6 months. At least 6 months. In the grand scheme of your life, 6 months is not much. At least 6 months. Okay, Aquarius? Ooh. The harp. I like it. All about stability. All right, Aquarius. for bringing in that home energy. You guys have that Four of Wands energy. You're creating music here. Buying a string instrument would be powerful for you. Aquarius, if you don't play an instrument, play an instrument. Do it just for your soul. You don't have to be good at it. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can get a little cheap harpsichord plucky thing. You can get a little banjo, anything. Aquarius, someone's telling you a bird is coming in. This is a raven. He's got the raven on his head. So we want to clear out and be protective of our space. Protect your peace. That's what this is. Protect your peace. Play music. We see the sunshine coming in through the storm. He's in the middle of a dark gray storm, gray skies. We see some mushrooms, so I'm thinking like ancient knowledge. We do have his little cup here with water driplets coming out, so he is nurtured, nourished. He is hydrated. He's hydrated. He's out by himself in this little field, and there are mountains all around him, so he is far out there. But he does see up in the sky. This is equivalent to he sees the top of the mountain, but he doesn't see the direct path in front of him. This is Anzus. Anzus is the god of the forefathers. He's about Odin, wisdom, inspiration, and divine power. The wind coming through, whispering some truth to you. Feeling complete ecstasy, being creative, your spiritual powers. Aquarius, this is about being totally honest with yourself, understanding verbal dexterity, changing your perception, revealing falsities, treachery, poor advice, mental manipulation, linguistic blockages. So yeah, protection for sure. With the raven, you have 2 ears and 1 mouth to listen twice as much as you speak. Definitely feeling the raven with that, because crows are really smart and they're all about the word, and word is the strongest medicine because it's also the strongest. Ooh, do I really want to get into this right now? I just have a huge issue. Just gonna say it because this is my social media bedroom, so I'm just gonna say it. I have a huge issue with diagnosing. Huge issue. People are gonna get mad about like witches and this and that, but they're not going to get mad about a doctor diagnosing someone and casting that spell on them, because it is casting a spell. When you get diagnosed with something, you were just cast a huge spell. And what makes it worse is collectively you've been raised your entire life to respect what certain doctors say, etc. So when people diagnose, they're casting a spell. And I do not consent. I do not consent to others casting spells on me. I don't. So carry the energy of Raven. Where you are black tourmaline. Protect yourself. I'm hearing fire agate especially, which that puppy is under my bed right now because I sleep with all sorts of protection. And some obsidian. Howlite will also be powerful for you to see where your ego has overrun and where you can have a little more forgiveness, more compassion, where you can always be guided into a higher place and see, the divine purpose, understanding that you don't have to like everything or agree with everything, and you can really ask why universe? And the universe goes to open your heart more, because there are people who, believe it or not, have had even more stripped from them in an even more treacherous way than how this was. And I'm not saying that to negate from your treachery. I'm saying that because you are meant to help and heal those people. And so I am handing you the baton. It's the passing of the baton. And a passing of that, the rite of passage, is you experiencing and processing this grief, this loss, this pain, this struggle, this challenge, these limiting beliefs, this depression, this addiction, whatever it is, Aquarius. Howlite will help you overcome these things. This is about inspired listening, mental stability, sovereign ancestral God animating your spirit, the voice of the universe speaking to you, spell casting and chanting. Yep, your ancestors, passing of the breath along the ancestral line. So basically passing the baton, more or less, same thing. This is about open paths for communication, intellectual transformation, the power of the word, receiving bad advice and being able to decipher that. This is about the ability of your mind to work with patterns and solve puzzles, cognitive senses, sovereign powers of the mind, enthusiasm, the power of the use of symbols for transformation. So using symbols and signs. So I have these little transmission portals. You can't see them super clearly, but they're very precise, and I will get myself in a trance-like state, and I will meditate on them and invoke certain mantras to myself whenever I'm doing certain healing work on myself, and it's very powerful. I actually sometimes receive responses from the universe in as soon as like 30 minutes sometimes when I do spell work. I honestly don't usually practice in that way, but when I do, I am exhausted the next day and I definitely see results right away. So it's one of those things you always want to really weigh out when you're putting energy towards something. You know, is this really going towards your highest self? Is this, if, you know, in God's eye, universe, whatever source, is this for my highest self? Always from there. This is about higher reasoning, your mental abilities, your mouth, persuading others, a named memory that needs to survive. So nostalgia, we did see that 6 cups on the bottom of the deck, Aquarius. This is about networking and connections, analysis. Hypnosis would be really powerful for you. Meditation. Naming something to dispel mischievous spirits. So when you name a thing properly, naming a thing properly gives power over that thing. When you name something properly, when you find it out, then you take your power back from it and you have power over it. So this is about bringing all the secrets to the light. Dishonesty in reverse. So if this is in reverse, then it's dishonesty. But with the raven there, that's going to all come forward here. We also have repeat a lie, then you'll, you know, become it. So you believe it, you become it. So see where you've kind of lied about things on an energetic level to yourself and like what you're thinking versus what you're actually saying and showing to others. If you don't like what's coming at you, maybe what you think you're doing and how other people are perceiving you are two different things, Aquarius. And you need to have like a little moment here of just like singing your song and listening to the wind and relaxing and becoming more playful. Some people feel like you are a little too rigid here. This is all about talking the talk and walking the walk. So put your money where your mouth is. Put your mind where your mouth is. I don't know. I guess someone needed to put your money where your mouth is. All right, so we have that for your rune. I'm still feeling I need to... I didn't use this deck for the others, but I'm just really feeling that the True Love Oracle has a card for you guys. What does Aquarius need from the True Love Oracle? We have Jenny from the Blocks and Jennifer Lopez. So maybe something from the 90s. I'm still Jenny from the Block. I used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. Manifesting. Yes, so getting your chakras in alignment here. We've got the 2 sunflowers. So 2 are coming together, but right now they're in separation. Aquarius, this is for the best right now. You are sitting there meditating. Your eyes are closed because you are not paying attention to anyone else. You're minding your own business, Aquarius, and that's where you should be. She's letting the wind blow her hair. She's receiving messages from the wind here. A bird is whispering in her ear, as we saw in the Anzus rune. The bird messenger was coming in, and he did have the one on his shoulder as well. So birds are going to be protective spirit for you guys, Aquarius. Spend some time walking in nature. Close your eyes, listen to the birds. Yeah, listen to the birds. Listen to the wind. Getting a red stone carnelian, a yellow stone citrine or calcite, a green stone jade, malachite, fluorite, anything like that would be powerful for you guys. Working with stop sign, I'm seeing a stoplight. Like, slow down, go, stop. You know, like, you are coming to a place where you can feel in your body. And whenever you can feel the full stoplight, the more that you get familiar with the yellow, the better balance you come in, Aquarius, and the better that you can really express your passions and express your love in a deeper way and make sure that you are only giving it to those who fully deserve it. So, Aquarius, I love you guys, and I'll see you shortly for your end of the month readings.